Hello, everybody. Welcome. Today, we're going to be we're going to be diving deep into online arbitrage. So I'm going to teach you how to make a wildly profitable Amazon business that you can do from your computer. And you can pretty much do this anywhere in the world. And it's an amazing way to make some money. I think it's important to understand the system as well before you invest into any of these programs that do this stuff on Amazon for you. And this specific method, this is like a one-man business that you can scale to hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, right? And also at the end of it, we also have the opportunity, if you guys want, you can also just invest with us and you can get a cut of the profits. So it's going to be pretty cool. But this is flipping products on Amazon. Okay. Making money, buying products for low and selling them for big profits. All right. So the first thing you got to do is you got to get an Amazon seller account, right? That's number one. You do have to have an LLC. You do have to have a credit card, and you do have to have a bank account and a driver's license and a proof of business. Amazon is massive, right? So you just have to have your stuff kind of dialed in before you start, but everybody can start a Amazon seller store. It's pretty easy to set up. All right. I have a video on learn the Amazon flipping game. I really recommend everybody start flipping books. The flipping book stuff is like the gateway drug to making lots of money on Amazon. Just because it's easy, you go to Goodwill, you scan the books, you sell them online, you can flip them for a profit, right? And then you need to get some software, SellerAmp, Keepa, all right? And then you're going to create what's called a product sheet. And then you're going to be able to source products. You want to find small products that are easy to ship, and you want to find products that'll sell for a 40% margin. Like that's kind of the goal. Small, profitable, 40% margin. Then you're going to purchase the products. And in the beginning, I recommend you just ship them to your house or to ship them to yourself. But once you start making money, you can actually just ship them straight to a packaging center. They'll package it up for you and put it on Amazon for you. So it makes it very automated. Once you get the products, you're going to check the products. You're going to make sure they're not broken. You're going to make sure they work. And then you're going to ship them to Amazon, and you're going to let Amazon sell it and ship it to the client and deal with the customers. And then you literally just wait for the money to come in and you wait for the product to sell. Now we're going to talk about the truth about the business is these are the downsides. Once you invest, it can take up to 90 days to get your money back, right? Once you buy the product, first of all, it has to ship to you. You have to make sure that it works. It's not a piece of garbage. Then you have to ship it to Amazon. Amazon is typically, for me at least, it's taking, I'd say 2 to 3 weeks for it to finally get listed on the Amazon website. And then it will sell within 30 days of that. Right. So there's like a 90-day window. So I really do recommend if you're going to go all out on this, like number one, get cash back rewards, credit cards for this, but also expect that the profits are going to take a little while to start kicking in. Okay. And the whole name of the game for Amazon is you got to feed the beast. Okay. It's a grind. Like the more products that you can ship to Amazon, the more profits you're going to make, the more stuff that there is going to sell. Okay. And then also sometimes, if you don't know what you're doing in the beginning, you might buy products without doing what I'm going to teach you in this program because you're trigger happy, and then it just won't sell, right? And then you're kind of just shit out of luck because Amazon will only hold your products for 6 months, and then they're going to charge you a fee or they're going to ship it back to you, right? And the fee will typically fuck up your profit margins, right? Okay. And then if you piss Amazon off, like if you sell counterfeit items or if they have a product that they're selling, they're not going to give you the buy box. And then if you keep trying to sell on their items, Amazon will just boot you off because Amazon is going to tell you they have like a dominance thing. They're like, this is our business. You don't get to stay here. You can get your Amazon store shut off. And number 4, it's just a lot of work. Okay. I'm not going to lie. Like these are the downsides. Okay. But here's the upsides to this business model. All right. You can make a ton of money. Okay. And it's all based on your work. It's all under your control. It's all how much time you want to put in. It's all how big you want to scale and how big you want to grow. I think that's awesome. Okay. Because I like businesses that I can control everything. And the only thing you can't control is if the customer buys your products. But at the end of the day, I'd rather you take your money and invest it in like a real world asset, like a product, than just like throw it into like crypto or some imaginary thing. You know what I mean? So a real world product is quality. You can run this business from anywhere in the world with your computer. You don't even have to be in the US to do this anymore. Once you have it all set up, you can take your laptop with you anywhere you go. You can just check in how much your profits are doing, how your virtual assistants are purchasing and sourcing the products, and you can do it all from your computer. You can actually even just do it from your phone, to be honest with you. You can make hundreds of dollars just with your phone. Obviously, I'd get a computer eventually, but you can do this whole business from your phone. You can create and turn this into a system that runs on autopilot and scales. So we're going to talk about how to turn this into a system, because that's literally what I want to teach you guys. Like the biggest thing when you come into the program, we're going to get you the funding, right? So money is amazing, but I really want you guys to take it to heart. I want you to own like money-making systems, and I want you to own assets. Ownership is the real name of the game for wealth. And we're going to turn credit cards into real systems that make us money and into assets that are profitable. And number four, you're going to master finding profitable products and flip them. So it's pretty cool once you know the name of the game, how to get stuff for cheap, especially stuff that people want, right? I think it's awesome. Okay, so here's the whole business plan broken down into three things. Number one is sourcing. Okay, sourcing just means, where do we find these products that people are buying? Where do we find products that are for cheap, for discount? And there's going to be a lot of things that we'll get into. Prepping. This is the thing that nobody really talks about, but is a big pain in the ass. I've actually got a pile of products over here on my left. I don't think you can see it. But if they start to just like pile up and you don't ever get them to Amazon, they call it a death pile, right? It means I just bought a whole bunch of crap and I haven't listed it on Amazon yet. But the prepping is a pain in the ass. Even with the flipping of the books, you got to scrape off all the stickers, you got to clean them up, and then you got to ship them to Amazon, right? There is work there, and then it's capital. We're going to get you the money with these credit cards, but there's going to be a lot of balances where you're just going to want to scale, right? And if everything that we buy is at least a 40% margin, that means that every time you buy two products and you sell one, you can buy one more product and then you get a 30% profit. So it's just going to start stacking and it becomes this giant snowball of money. And you're going to have to learn how to do bookkeeping and you're going to learn how to keep track of that. So the whole business is, though, how much money can you make after the cost of the product, after shipping the product, and after Amazon's fees, right? So focus on how much profit can you make, right? What is the maximum amount of profit that you can make? Okay, and then now let's talk about sourcing products. All right, there's two paths for you. Number one is the retail arbitrage business model, which is kind of what we talk about with the book flipping, but this is where you're not online, right? And this is kind of where you can start if you're kind of not necessarily good at business, or you're new to business, or you don't know how to do the online game, which is what we're really going to get into. But retail arbitrage is essentially where you go to Walmart, you go to Target, you go to Marshalls, you go to TJ Maxx, you go to all these like stores that have stuff on discount, and you're going to just hunt for products. Okay. And the way that you find products is you actually get the Amazon seller app and you just scan the product, and literally right there in the app, it's going to tell you, like, I don't know if you can see this, but it's just going to tell you if the product is worth anything if you sell it on Amazon. So it's really cool. But you literally go to these discount stores, you go to the clearance section, and you just start scanning the products. And when you scan the product, you're going to see how much it costs at the store, and you're going to see how much it costs on Amazon if you sell it for a profit, right? And then you want to make at least $20 per product, unless it's like a cheap discount thing. Like they're in a bag, but I got these keyboards for $5. They're going to sell on Amazon. They're selling really well for $25. So I'm making $20 profit every time one of those sells. There's probably going to be like $7 for fees and stuff, but that's how you can do it. You're going to look for replenishable items, because the thing is, guys, if you just find one store that has one product that can constantly sell on Amazon for a profit, and then you just keep going back there and buying that product over and over and over, and you keep selling it on Amazon for a profit, that's how you're really going to get this thing off the ground. Okay. If you just find one winning product and you find one reliable source where you can purchase the product, you're just going to be printing money. This is going to be an amazing, amazing machine. And then you're going to find more products like that. And you're going to find more products like that. Okay. But this is also what you would do. So you want to find replenishables, clearances, bolos. You can also sell like Nike and Adidas and shoes and stuff like that. And the way that you make money doing this is you just look for coupons, right? You look for sales. So you're just always looking to find the discount properties or products. And then we're also going to talk about thrifting, which is kind of cool, but you go to Goodwills, you find books, you find used electronics, board games, home and goods and kitchen, and then Amazon FBA, which has amazing opportunity. One of the cool things that I learned recently is estate sales. You can literally go here, and this is where people are selling all the crap that's in their house for the estate sale. And you can kind of start to come in here and just look at all the stuff that they have. A lot of times there's like a lot of pictures. So you're going to look for like electronics or nice stuff that is selling. And you're going to be able to take a look and see if this is like a good place for you to go and source some products. But these are always happening. I think they're like every Thursday. and you can start to just try and buy these things for really cheap. But I found a lot of books doing this thing, and it's pretty neat. Estatesales.net. And it's kind of cool because you can actually like see what they're going to be selling online. This is like a good way to find products for cheap. Like here's a bunch of crap in their garage. You could probably sell this online. You know, it's probably worth some money. But you want to find stuff that's small and light, that ships easily, has a good profit margin, and is valuable. But here's tools. You know, you could probably come in here and find some tools. And you could buy all this stuff for super cheap. Because I think probably whoever lived here passed away, and they're just selling everything that's in the house for pennies on the dollar, right? So you can come in here and you can try and find some new products. You can try and figure out a way to sell it, and you'll be good to go. So I think that's kind of cool. Let's go back here though. That's how you can kind of start this whole thing. Now we're going to get into, if you want to make this into a real big business, right? I would say for the first like $0 to $5,000, you just learn how to do it retail arbitrage style. And now we're going to go into the next level, which is going to be online arbitrage, which is what I'm really excited about, because you can turn this into a cash making system essentially. Okay, so you're going to find products online. You're going to look at eBay. You're going to look at Facebook Marketplace. You're going to look at Amazon, Temu, Mercury. There's so many more of these online stores, but you just want to find products that are selling, that are cheap, that are easy to ship. Okay, and then these are kind of like the niches that I would recommend you look. Okay, so groceries. I know one guy who's selling supplements on these stores, and he's making millions of dollars, like millions and millions of dollars, because supplements are very cheap to ship. You can sell them for a high profit margin, and you can get a lot of them. The beauty industry, tons of people spend every single month, they buy more and more beauty products. You know, it's like a reoccurring thing, and everybody wants to look pretty in America, right? All right, then toys. I've made a lot of money selling Lego sets lately. I know it's super random, but they have a really big profit margin, and they just sell like crazy. They just sell. So toys are a big deal. You also think about the psychology. Most people in America are likely to buy stuff for their kids before they buy stuff for themselves, or their dogs before they buy something for themselves. You know what I mean? And then there's apparel, electronics. I make a lot of money in electronics. That's kind of where I'm looking the most right now. Tools, office supplies. I don't really know anybody doing musical instruments, but I know there's some profit there. Okay, so this is what you need to get set up. You got to have an Amazon seller account. You need a label printer. You need to have packing material, so like boxes and bubbles and paper. You're going to need just a little stupid scanner so you can scan all the products. And then if you want, you should have like one of those picture stations where like you basically put the product in and take a picture. That's mostly if you want to sell it on your own website, or you want to like stage the products and sell it for a profit. Here's the software that I recommend: Keepa, SellerAmp, and GoToLister. And I'll show you those in a minute. So let's check out Keepa real quick. So Keepa is a game changer. It'll tell you the history of the product, right? And the history of the product tells you a lot about whether or not it's been selling or what it's been like. Okay, so you can get Keepa for free, and you just won't have all the indicators. It'll tell you like when the last time something sold was. So I was doing a little bit of research because I like to be prepared, but this is one that you can make a ton of money, and I'm probably going to make a lot of money on it as well. But the reason that I like this is because it's the only problem is Amazon selling on it. So when Amazon says it's one of their favorite choices, they're going to be taking over the buy box pretty much, right? But I was looking at DVD players, and DVD players are very, very profitable. So let's take a look at this one. This says Sony Blu-ray DVD player, right? And down here, we're going to look at Keepa. We're going to wait for it to load real quick. So this is going to tell you what the price is it's been selling consistently. So this has been back in July. The price is pretty much between all the way up here at $88 or $89, all the way down here to $60, right? And then sometimes the price drops all the way down to like $50, but it's pretty much consistently selling for $65. So we can kind of say, okay, if I have a certain amount of this product, it's probably going to sell for around $65. If it's used, if it's brand new. So this is what Amazon's selling it for. And it looks like Amazon has been in stock, and then they go out of stock, right? And they've been selling it for $88. That's what Amazon sells it for. So that means if we can find it for cheap, this is new, we're going to be able to sell it new $85. We're going to be able to sell it for used for around $68, I would say, right? And you guys see how it fluctuates though. Like the price goes up and down. So we basically found this one, right? And it's right now the buy box right here. You can see it is $78, right? So now we can just basically take this name. We're going to do copy. We're going to go to eBay, and we're going to see how much we can buy it for. And I'm just going to filter by price lowest to highest, right? Lowest first. And you're going to see like Controllers, here's one, but it looks a little dirty. Doesn't probably have the cords or anything like that. And you just want to like double check. Full HD, $25, pre-owned. Here's one for $31. This guy has a lot of stars. You know, you just kind of want to like double check that this is going to be worth your time. He's got a 98% positive feedback. Because like if we buy it and it doesn't work, then we're just going to have to return it, right? And we don't want to waste our time. Okay, but this one, how much is the price? So $31.85. Okay, so then we're going to go back to Amazon. We're going to plug in $31.85 over here. $31.85. That's going to leave us with a profit of $33.52. And ROI is going to be 105% on this product, right? And then we just need to figure out how many of these products are selling per month. Pretty typically, buy box is $78. Okay, so 93 of these have sold in the last 30 days. That's wild, guys. That's really crazy. So then let's see, estimated one per day. So let's just see how many other people are selling it on Amazon though. Like how many other sellers are there? So there's 27 of them online. So that's crazy. So 93 of them sell per month. There's only 27 other sellers. And that means that basically you would sell one per month, like guaranteed on this marketplace. And if you were more competitive, you'd probably sell 2 to 3, right? So I would basically I would test this product by buying 2 or 3 of these. And then if it turns out that it sells really good, then I would just buy all of them, right? We want to always keep at least a 40% profit margin. So that means that the most that we could pay for this DVD player would be, let's see, like, what if we bought it at like $50? No, that's 30%. So we need to buy it at least $45. Okay. And then if we sell it for $78, we're still above our necessary ROI, which is a 40% ROI. We'll make $20 profit on each one. So we could literally buy all of this design DVD players and sell them on Amazon, and we make $20 a pop, right? And the whole plan is basically to build a big list of products just like this that have that profit margin, all right, and then put them into something like this. So we want the ASIN number. The ASIN number is this little stupid number right here. So we copy, put it in here, Amazon page. We're going to take the whole link, copy, put it in here, and the source link. So this is where we're going to like buy the product. We're going to go here on eBay, copy, paste, title, boom, boom, boom. And this is just one product, guys. You can do this for DVDs. You can do this for video games. You can do this for books. You can do this for anything that you're interested in. You can pretty much dive in and find a profitable product. Buy price, $45. The new buy box is $78. Let's see how much they sell it this used. So $78, $70 for used, like new, $78 like new. So basically around $70 all around the board. But it is a little bit different on the used. So that $8 cuts into our profit a lot. But if we bought it for $31 or whatever, our profit was going to be around $21. ROI is 40%, unless we do that other one, which was 120%. Estimated sales per month, 3. Okay, so you see how I did that? I basically found a winning product. I now have a list. This is called my replenishing list. We're going to test it by buying 3 of these. And then basically, as soon as we put them on Amazon and they start to sell, we'll just keep replenishing it. Now we have an ROI system, right? And then eventually you can actually start to scale this business because you're going to have a sheet just like this that's full of different opportunities and different products. And you're going to find a virtual assistant who's going to not only go on the internet and find you these profitable products, but whenever they sell on Amazon, their job is literally to go to eBay and buy these discount products. And here's a big pro tip. For a lot of these, you can actually just send them an offer. Like you can send them a discounted offer, make an offer, right? This is just a pro tip that you can negotiate with these people and get them for even cheaper. I think that's fucking cool. I literally just showed you guys the secret sauce of how we can make a ton of money just finding these products and then turning it into a system. Okay, so to get set up, you need the Amazon account, Keepa. Let's just talk about this real quick because when I first started, this confused me. Okay, so you want to find products that are selling a lot per month, right? So you really want to find small items that don't cost a ton to ship, that have a lot of value, that have a ton of demand, right? If they have a lot of demand, that means that they're going to sell like crazy. Okay, so how do you figure out how many you're going to sell per month? Well, you see how many sellers are on it, how many items are selling per month, and then that's going to equal how many items you're probably going to sell per month. If there's 20 sales per month, there's only 3 sellers on the item. That means you're going to probably get 7 sales per month on that item. Okay. So this is kind of like how you decipher how many am I going to be able to sell per month, right? This is literally making it like checkmate. We've got this Amazon shit dialed in. We're going to make money if we buy this many products because Amazon is telling us how many are selling. Okay, so here's the checklist though that you really want to go through before you buy any of these products, right? And you got to have a checklist. So you don't want to have any IP issues. IP issues just means like if there's a manufacturing company like Sony has a factory that's selling this product and they're selling it on Amazon. If you try and find used ones and sell it on that same listing with Sony, they're going to say, hey, this is our fucking listing. This is our product. We own this. You're not allowed to sell this item. Okay. So there's IP things that you got to watch out for. And I'll show you how to look at that. You don't want to do anything that has like a private label. Same sort of thing. You don't want to sell products that have like super big price drops, right? So like if we looked at that DVD player, and then for some reason, there was like a couple months where it sold for like $30 and that's it. We don't really want to deal with that because that could mean that we'd be screwed if we bought it for more than $30. We'd be at a loss, right? So you want to find consistent sales all across the board. Again, you want to see if the brand is selling it. You want to make sure like, what is the price? Like what is the actual price that things are selling for? You want to double check everything before you make the purchase. You want to look at the buy cost. You want to look at how much the fees. The other thing is like Amazon isn't just going to like hold on to your product and let it sell for free, right? They charge a pretty hefty fee for their services, but you got to think about it. You don't have to do any marketing. You don't even have to talk to the customers. You don't have to do anything except for list it on Amazon, right? But Amazon is going to take their fee. So you got to have that set up in there, all right? And then the shipping of the item. That's why we want to find very light, cheap stuff. So like DVDs, super light, super cheap. And if you can find some that are profitable, it's amazing because they sell very fast and it's easy to ship. You don't want to try and sell like 4-wheelers or something because it's just going to be a pain in the ass. There's not going to be any way to do it. Maybe you could sell like a kit for them or something like that, but that's more of like a local thing. This is all online arbitrage. And for online arbitrage, we want to find small, profitable products. What's the condition of the item? Like, does it actually work? Okay. So especially when you start this business, you're going to want to ship everything to yourself and you're going to want to like test it because you're going to put your reputation on the line when you sell it on Amazon. And if you get one negative review, you probably, before you get any positive ones, you're going to probably have to just start over and get a brand new account because you're going to go down in rankings and Amazon isn't going to show your products, which sucks, right? So you want to make sure the products are good, they're acceptable, and people are happy. I mean, think about when you order something from Amazon, if it's a piece of crap, you're going to be pissed, right? So you don't want to do that. You want to basically give people the nice stuff, make sure that it works. And then there's variations. So if you're selling shoes, there's red shoes, white shoes, there's different sizes, and you can actually use Keepa to figure out what the most profitable sizes are in that category. So you want to know the variations. There's a lot of products where you're going to be gated. And gated just means you're new to Amazon, you can't sell this product. And in order for you to get gated, you have to basically have a receipt that shows that you purchased all these products. That's what Amazon's going to want. And if you don't have that receipt, you're screwed. Okay, so that's how you get ungated though. You buy bulk products and then you basically just have to send them a picture of your receipt if they ask for it, and you can get ungated in a lot of products. And the cool thing about being gated or getting ungated and putting in the work is a lot of people are really freaking lazy. So they'll only do products that they're ungated in. So if you can get gated in like certain niches, like pharmaceuticals or supplements or something weird like that, or like beauty products, then you're going to have that advantage because everybody else was too lazy to go through the work of getting ungated, if that makes sense. And you're going to make sure that you send it to the right address. I did this and I mailed a bunch of stuff to my old address and I lost it pretty much. So make sure you're shipping stuff to your address or you're shipping stuff to the right place. And you're going to take care of your bookkeeping. Bookkeeping is really big for this business because it's all about that profit margin. So if you're not accounting for every little expense, you might be shooting yourself in the foot and not even know it, right? And then you want to make sure you got Keepa going. But this is like the whole system, right? It's not rocket science. It's pretty simple, to be honest with you. And you can make a ridiculous amount of money if you just take this seriously. Okay. So first you source products, right? You make sure that they're good. You purchase the products and you can have it shipped to a prep center once you're actually making money. But in the beginning, you're probably just going to want to ship it to yourself. And when I say prep, like you're going to get the products, you're going to have to scrape all the stickers off. You're going to make sure that it works. You're going to make sure that it's not a piece of crap and that it's packaged correctly, because Amazon, when they get it, they might just throw it around, or like, I don't know if you've seen the UPS guys or the FedEx people, but they just thrash stuff, right? So you got to make sure that it's going to get to the end buyer at the end. You prep the items, you ship it to Amazon. Amazon basically keeps it in its warehouse and lists it on the Amazon website. And then you just have to wait for it to sell. And then you just keep this going. And then now you made a profit. Now you buy more products. Okay. The big thing that I screwed up in this is I didn't take any profit for a long time. And I just kept buying more products, and it was really cool. But then now I have so much products inside of Amazon that if they shut my account down, I would just have a shitload of debt, right? And I wouldn't have anything. So you want to start to take profits at some point. So I would plan from the beginning, pay yourself, a certain amount every single month, like pay all your bills, and then everything else, just roll it back over into products. But start to take some profit once you really start to make some good money with this. This is how you can find profitable products, especially in the beginning. I just recommend you guys just copy other Amazon sellers. So let me show you that real quick, because this is like a super ninja hack. Okay, so focus on camera. Okay, well, obviously this person is probably just selling cameras, right? So this is what they're selling, right? They've been doing this for a long time. And now I know exactly what this business is selling, and I can probably start to get some ideas about what are some profitable items. Like these are actually pretty cool. But this is how you basically just go to different products and you just stalk them and you see, hey, what are they selling that's making them a lot of money? Because if they're selling it, then there's got to be some profit margins in there, right? So let's see. I mean, these Sony headphones are probably pretty good profit. I haven't done this. This is all on the fly. Noise canceling headphones. So we go to copy. So it's selling for $248. Let's just check the keep up. So it's pretty consistent sales down here, selling for around $91 though, which is way different than what this buy box is right here. So these are from the warehouse. How much is it selling for used? See how it goes way down? How sometimes the prices go down to like $60 every now and then? That's kind of a red flag. Yeah. So, I mean, the next thing is basically, just do a lot of research. And then once you really start to get this down and you have that list built out, you can just hire a virtual assistant, right? Put them on like a budget or whatever you want to do. And then basically they can just buy all these products and keep resourcing. And whenever something sells, you just go back to eBay, you buy another one, or go back to wherever you found it. So whenever you're looking for products, though, you want stuff that has a lot of sales volume, like selling a lot per month. You want stuff that has at least a 40% profit margin. You can do stuff that has less than that, but I like the 40% because you buy 2 products, right? If you sell 2 of them, you basically you've made enough to buy 1 more product plus a profit margin. You're basically going to be able to scale. You don't want products that have IP issues. You don't want products that are gated. Okay. And you don't want products that have just like a ridiculous amount of other competitive sellers on there. You really want to find your own products and get creative with it. So these are the 5 best products that I would recommend. Number 1, calculators. You wouldn't think that calculators were still a lot of profit, but they're really cheap, and you can sell those like old school graph calculators for a stupid amount of money. DVDs is like a huge niche. There's just like some DVDs that are worth like $50 to $200 that you can buy for $1 or $2 on eBay. Supplements, we talked about that. The reason supplements are so good is they're small, they're profitable, and you can buy them in bulk, right? If you find a good supplier and you find a good niche like fish oils or stomach stuff or anything like that, supplements, you can make a ton of money. You do have to get ungated though. So you have to like make sure you're not selling supplements that have like a bunch of metal in them or anything whack. You want to make sure like it's a good product. Printers. I myself have bought a stupid amount of printers in the last year. So I just know like I always go to Amazon to buy them, and they're quick and they flip. And if they work, you're good to go. The hardest part with printers is you got to test them before you send them to Amazon, because printers just have a lot of stupid bugs. And then just general in the box items that are still new, right? Like I go to Goodwills and thrifts and stuff like that just for fun for my book hunting, but there's a lot of just brand new items that are still in the box that you can just pick up for pennies and sell them for a lot of money. And they're going to sell because they're in brand new and they're in the box. So those are the things that I kind of like recommend you start with. 8-step process to find products on eBay to sell on Amazon. All right, you want to find small, profitable items that are worth more than $50. And I recommend you find them that are worth more than 50 because, I mean, there's just got to be enough meat on the bone for you to make a profit to make it worth your time to do any of this stuff, right? And find the sell price of the item on Amazon, new and used. Confirm the demand for the item. Okay, so you want to look at what the sales rank is. So the lower the sales rank, the better. This is one of the top 12% sale rank in this category. So this thing sells like hotcakes. But the lower the sales rank, the better, because it's just basically how many sales per month is this thing getting compared to all the other items in that niche, right? And the best place to buy them at the best buy price, enter the items into your sourcing and tracking sheet, purchase the products, and then you basically rinse and repeat. You know, that's pretty much it. And then like sometimes you're going to find a really profitable product, but you're just not going to be able to find them on eBay. And what you're going to want to do is just set like an alarm or something and just keep checking it like every week until you can find it. And you can finally figure out, okay, now I can buy 6 of these items, 7 of these items, whatever I can do. And you just keep basically replenishing it and shipping it into Amazon to sell for a profit. And you see how this like just creates this massive snowball of profit for you guys. And then here's just some pro tips. Basically make people offers on eBay. Like if it's not in your buy box, make them an offer for how much you can spend on the product to make a profit and then send it to them. Or you can just make an offer to everybody on a product that you know is selling, and you can start to basically get them for even cheaper. Okay. Use cashback reward credit cards, right? It's all about making as much money as possible. So if you're buying all these on a cashback rewards, you're going to get money back on all your products. Plus you're going to make the profit. That just makes your profit margins even bigger. Okay. And then stock your competition. All right. Whether either go super deep or go super shallow. But another pro tip is like, you know how we found that one guy that sells video games? I'm going to go back and I'm going to save his storefront inside of another list that I have. And I'm going to stalk him and I'm going to see what other products is this guy selling that's making him a lot of money that I can maybe piggyback on and make a lot of money as well. Stalking your competition is like the best way for you guys to start making a lot of money, because there's already proof of concept, right? It's just like, hey, what's this guy doing? Okay, I'm going to copy it. And then you're going to find your own secret little niche and you're going to scale. And then I really recommend don't just make this business just on Amazon. Start to build your own e-commerce brand. And me and my girlfriend, like we've had multiple storefronts. So we're even thinking about really, really scaling this up and selling in person, and then also selling online on our own website and selling on Amazon. And if you find some really good products, you can make content, you can make ads for the products, and you can scale it yourself. Amazon is just the best way to start because, again, there's tons of traffic on Amazon. Everybody trusts Amazon. There's basically, you don't have to deal with the customers. Amazon deals with the customers, and you can literally ship it from eBay to a prep center to Amazon. So you never even have to touch the products if you want to get really crazy. But I do recommend always owning something. And I would love you to own the Amazon store, own your own e-commerce website, own your own content, and then also create an email list so you can have sales and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's just cool to have your own brand. So building it on Amazon is like the main focus in the beginning, but then start to think a little bit bigger and build your own e-commerce or storefront with all the products. Again, this is basically the walkthrough of how to scale this business. Okay. So from 0 to 5K per month, I really recommend you start with just book flipping, retail arbitrage, and then maybe dipping your toes into what I just showed you with the online arbitrage. All right. But you're going to do all the work. Okay. From 0 to 5K per month, you're going to do all the work. And basically, you're going to create that replenishing list. Really, that replenishing list is just going to be the biggest asset that your business has, because you're going to basically be able to have a list where every time a product sells on Amazon, you just go back to your list, you buy another product, or you get a VA and they buy another product, you ship it to yourself, you prep it, you ship it to Amazon. Now you have this machine where you're just printing money every single month. And then you just start to stack profitable products. And then you're going to find literally one winning product can completely change your life, guys. Like that's like the biggest thing I want you guys to know is like one winning product and one good supplier will make you $1 million or more. Like this stuff sells like crazy. America is a consumer nation. We are all programmed from birth to consume and buy crap that we don't need. So trust me, this is not going away anytime soon. And you're going to sell stuff that you would never think of in a million years people would buy, and they're going to buy tons and tons and tons and tons of it. If you have the supply, the price, and the demand, you're going to make a lot of money. Okay, the next step though, once you hit about 5K per month and you want to get to like 25K per month, you're going to hire a virtual assistant or a couple virtual assistants. And they're basically, their one job is to just hunt on Amazon and hunt on eBay for profitable items and build that source list out for you. And then also buy products and make negotiations and deals to buy the products and ship it. You're going to create this system though, because you're going to get pretty good at this, where every single month, you know, okay, it's the first of the month. Let's look on eBay. Let's look on these stores. Let's find these products and let's refresh all the items that we sold last month. And it's just going to snowball into this big monster that just keeps buying products and keeps selling them on Amazon. And you're going to have a virtual assistant do all the online sourcing for you once you built that system, right? You have to do the work first so you totally understand it, but then you can just hire someone from the Philippines, you know, pay them $750 a month or $1,000 a month, and they just run the whole thing for you. And you're basically going to scale. And the biggest thing though is keeping it super organized, keeping your money super organized, and then just making sure that you're not getting negative reviews or you're selling items that can get your account banned or something like that, right? So you just want to make that dialed in. And now you're going to scale from 25K to 100K or more a month. All right. And you're going to have your whole team, right? You're going to probably need a couple virtual assistants. You're going to have a fulfillment center. Remember, those fulfillment centers, they do take a cut of your profits. But once you're starting to scale, it's just a math issue at that point. You just figure out how much is it going to cost for Amazon, how much is it going to cost for shipping, how much is it going to cost for the fulfillment center, and you literally just ship it from eBay to the fulfillment center or the packaging center. They're going to like clean it and prep it for Amazon and ship it to Amazon. Amazon sells it. Now you're totally hands off, and you basically just have to run your team, and you basically have to just run your books and manage everything. And now you have a fully automated Amazon business that's making anywhere from, you know, 25K to $100,000 per month or more, right? So this is the whole system. I mean, that's pretty much it. But the big secret, guys, for this whole thing that I just showed you is there's not a lot of competition that are flipping from eBay to Amazon. And you don't just have to do eBay. You can also do Facebook Marketplace. You can do Temu. You can do, you know, Alibaba. The problem with those places is they take over a month to ship, right? If you buy it from China or something. So I think the easiest way to go is this eBay to Amazon. So like another thing that you definitely want to check is how long is it going to take to receive the product? Is it going to take a couple weeks? That's fine, because we just want to move fast. It's like once we invest the money into a product, we want it to sell as soon as possible. So we don't want to be waiting months and months and months to finally get it. All right, cool. So I hope I blew you guys' mind. I mean, that's pretty much it.